see, in Europe, the Hawaiian alphabet has only 13 letters, 5 vowels, and 8 consonants, which makes the language extremely soft and fluid, perfect for whisper ASMR. Hello. 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 Welcome back to Kasal ASMR. Right. Now this is the sleepiest language challenge. Tonight I will be giving you the sleepiest languages in the world. From each language I will then give you a fact or a fun fact, and then you can sleep. And if you're not, then don't worry about it. Got more towards the end of the video. You can just enjoy if you want. Now, why did I choose this topic? And is a language technically sleepy? How can a language be sleepy? I'll get you on this right. In fact, this is just my ASMR technique to find out which one of these languages are having a more melodic rhythm and sound like very soothing and rhythmic and soothing and relaxing. And actually I found these to be very great for my ASMR. That's why I picked them. So tonight you are going to have 10 top sleepiest languages, and you're going to learn fun facts about these languages or countries. Are you ready for it? Yes, you are, aren't you? I can see your eyes are already tired, just like mine. No, but I am doing this so that I can actually make you relax. All you need to do is just listen, and as it is only for sleeping, you need to just relax and listen. Don't do anything else now. Are you ready? Now you're gonna be surprised by the first language. The first sleepiest language is Italian. Italiano. It's absolutely rhythmic. Now to say goodnight in Italian, because it's a sleepy language, then we're gonna just have the goodnight to sleep well. Okay, so goodnight is buonanotte. Buonanotte. And sleep well is dormi bene. Dormi bene. And the fun fact about Italian is considered one of the most musical languages in the world. And in fact the sleepiest, because that's why I've picked it. Because nearly every word ends in a vowel, making it flow like a song. So did you get it? It's nearly every word Finnish or ends in a vowel, making it flow like a song. So that's why it's like Buona notte, Dormi bene. And next language is French. Right, so French diplomacy in Europe centuries because of its elegance and precision. Well, the language of love and apparently language of diplomacy. How interesting. Love. I don't really want to make love political though. Let's make love out of politics. Diplomacy. Whatever. But anyway, that's French. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit. And next language is Japanese. Yes, Japanese is one of the sleepiest languages. How to say good night in Japanese. Oyasuminasai. 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 And how to say sleep well in Japanese. Sleep well, sleep well. Yoku nete. Yoku nete ne. Yoku nete. No, I completely did it wrong. Again. Yoku nete ne. Yoku nete ne. Yoku nete ne. Yoku nete ne. That's good. Now what's the fun fact about Japanese language? The fun fact about Japanese language is Japanese uses 3 writing systems. I think I've said that in my previous videos, probably if you've been watching it, that this is actually repeated. It's when it's spoken, it's very rhythmic and vowel-heavy, which is why it often sounds calming in ASMR, which is why when some ASMR artists doing Japanese language, it's so cute and rhythmic. It's absolutely rhythmic. It's beautiful. Next language is Spanish. If you like this video so far, please make sure you just like that like button right down there somewhere. And also, there is a new update on YouTube to hype the videos. So don't forget, you don't need to leave comments for me, but please, in the comment section, there is a hype. So after you like my video, please hype as well, so the more people will get to know me. Thanks. And it's free. But if you want to support me furthermore, I've also got donation links in the description box. You can donate if you want. Now anyway, Spanish. Good night in Spanish. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. And sleep well in Spanish. Duerme bien. Duerme bien. Duerme bien. And the fun fact about the Spanish is that it's the second most spoken native language in the world. Yes, after Mandarin. So it's the second most spoken native language in the world, with over 480 million speakers. So, Buenas noches is whispered nearly all around the world. Buenas noches. Buenas noches, buenas noches. Now next language is Portuguese. Portuguese. Good night in Portuguese. Boa noite. Boa noite. Boa noite. And sleep well in Portuguese is dorma bem. Dorma bem. Dorma bem. Dorma bem. Now let's find out about the fun fact of Portuguese language. Portuguese has a melodic, wave-like sound with nasal vowels. Right? And Brazilian Portuguese in particular is often described as sounding like someone is singing even when they're speaking normally. Did you get that? So, the Brazilian Portuguese is usually when someone's talking, it sounds like they are singing. Right? Now, the rest of it, don't go anywhere, we still got more, right? So, we still have another 5 languages and fun facts. So, stick to the end of the video. This language is actually quite interesting. Hawaiian. means sleep well in Hawaii. So the Hawaiian alphabet has only 13 letters, 5 vowels, and 8 consonants, which makes the language extremely soft and fluid, perfect for whisper ASMR. So, like, only 13 letters, 5 vowels, and 8 consonants. That is so interesting. Next language, one of the most sleepiest languages in the world, which I know for the fact, you know that I'm a big fan of it, and I love it. And I've said it many times on my videos. I've been traveling to this country as well. Is Finnish. Moi Suomi. Moi. How to say good night in Finnish. Hyvää yötä. Hyvää yötä. How to say sleep well. Nukku hyvin. Nukku hyvin. Nukku hyvin. And fun fact about Finnish. Finnish is one of the hardest languages for English speakers to learn, but it's also one of the most soothing, relaxing languages thanks to its long vowels and consistent rhythm. Now, about Finnish and the hardest languages, I actually have another video on my YouTube channel, the top 10 hardest languages, or 10 top hardest languages, right? So if you go on my YouTube channel, you can find this. You know, I've done 10 hardest languages in the world, like top hardest ones, and you can actually find Finnish in there. Next language, surprisingly, which is the sleepiest language, is Swedish. Good night is godnatt. 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 Sleep well is sov gott. Sov gott. Sov gott. And fun fact about Swedish is sometimes called as a sing-song language. Did you know that? Swedish is often called, it actually says sometimes called a sing-song language because of its unique pitch accent. This melody kind of way of pronouncing the words makes it quite calming and musical in Swedish. I didn't know that. Honestly I didn't know that. The next language is Hindi. Hindi. Let me know in the comments if you are speaking Hindi actually or not. Now, good night in Hindi is Shubhratri. 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 And how to say sleep well in Hindi. Ajinitlo. About the Hindi language. So, Hindi shares much of its vocabulary with Sanskrit, one of the world's oldest languages, known for being used in yoga mantras and chants that are meant to calm the mind, which is true. Honestly, I think it makes sense, really. And yes, it is one of the ancient languages in the world. And I love the language, in fact. Incredible language. And the final language for you tonight to sleep is Zulu. Zulu language. Good night means lalakale, or shale, sorry. Lalakashle. 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 And how to say sleep well in Zulu. Ulele kashle. Ulele kashle. Ulele kashle. I need to say something in here because it's very interesting. Lala. Lala kashle means good night in Zulu language. But incredibly, actually in Persian, there is this song when mothers want their children to sleep. They actually sing this song, la 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 la, like la la. They keep use voice and language. Even when whispered, Zulu has a unique rhythm and musically feels very hypnotic. It's very interesting, and I also need to find out more about how do we actually have this kind of similar particular sleeping word, la. Anyway, that was your top 10 sleepiest languages in the world for tonight. Now we would just end it with la, the Zulu word for good night, which is actually for what is lala kashle, but we just say lala. I hope you enjoyed this video. If not, you can just keep watching and you can just listen to the sound of rain. It's a short one, but if it didn't help you sleep, then just carry on watching or listening to the rain sound, which I've recorded it myself. Sleep well. I'll be thinking of you.